much like a hobbyist programmer. I just wanted to make games because it sounded like fun, and okay, I need to learn how to program, and I started that way, and making games and progressing and so on. And since I always had like this idea I always liked horror things. So I read a lot of D.R. Coons and so on when I was a child, and like all that kind of stuff. And I'm a big Lovecraft fan. So I started out that way and doing some games, and then coming into horror games, I always tried to have some kind of horror element into the games I made. And during that process, I made the first big game was a game called Fiend, which was a 2D game from a top. It was a Lovecraft game. And after that, I started on making a 3D game. And when making the 3D game, I came across with another person that knew Jens, and that's the way that we met together. So if you just can give your backstory, then we can continue from that point.
Yes, so I have been doing music and audio, and music and sound for games for quite a long time, since I think I did my first game in 97 or something like that. So mostly a hobby at first, but as a freelancer later on. So I've been working my way up from small games to bigger and bigger, not any huge titles, but and eventually I was studying at university, a game course, and that's where I knew some dude that for some reason knew Thomas from the internet. So that's
yeah, and that's the connection that how it started to work. And I said, yeah, I need sounds for that game. So we started to make sounds for this game, which was a horror game, and that's really how Penumbra started as this game called Penumbra, which will never be released, I think. But anyway, we started making this game, and we started thinking about a lot more, people got involved and so on, and it actually became like a student project under school. Even so they were pretty much involved, and Jeff was one of those that were most involved in this project. So we started working on this and so on, and then it came about that we were to make our final thesis for the school. And then I knew that I asked Jens, I think, if perhaps we could do something together, like a game. So we created a little platforming game together, and that worked well, I think so. And at the end of the year, and when we finished taking our exams, there were an opening for a 4th year school.
Distance course.
Yeah.
So work from home.
Yeah, work from home. and essentially to a game, and that was the entire course. So I was planning on taking another course at another university, but okay, I can make a game this way, and perhaps we can finish that Unbirthed game that we started. So we went on this course, and the Unbirthed game really didn't turn out to be such a good idea, because we thought perhaps we could go commercial with this game. So this was always for like 3 years we promised free game, and always said free game, and everyone said free game. And when we release the commercial, everyone will download the pirate because they already think it's a free game. So no, I have to pay for this. That's not going to work. So we changed the name and changed the way it was played a bit, and so on. I started working on this project for a year, and ended up with during that, and then as the goal for the course, we had a Swedish competition called Swedish Game Awards, which was a pretty nice competition. They held the finals in Stockholm, so there's a big cash prize, I think like $2,000, no, $30,000 or something. Anyways, so it was big. It's always good to have a deadline thing, so we entered this contest, and we got nominated for Best Design, but we didn't win that. So we were kind of disappointed, because we thought that our big game was better than that. And the judges, at the competition, they said, oh, it's a really cool game, but there's something like it. And then we thought, all this physical interaction and stuff, it's not cool. So we were when you spend a year on a project, it's hard to judge how good it is at the final, especially when it's a new idea with physical interactions. And so basically we just released it free on the internet, and then when we released it free, actually our server crashed where it were the school server, so no, a lot of students couldn't access the server because so many people downloaded it from that server. So it was really a huge success, that first tech demo. And then we decided, yeah, we need to make a full game out of this. And that's really how we created Overture. And while creating Overture, we didn't have any funding, we didn't want to take any loans and stuff. So we were 3 people then starting off this game. We took another artist guy. And yeah, we basically we took some courses. I know you completed the courses, and I just took the loans, hoping that I wouldn't have to repay them. Well, the Swedish government is not listening to this. Yeah, we got through that way, and then we released the game. And then later we released the game. We had some problems with our publisher, and then we ended up doing this Penumbra played Paradox, and that's pretty much sums up the entire story.
Yes.
Well, you might seem like that when I speak about it, but it's been several bumps in the way. For example, this first project on Earth, which Penumbra lies a lot of used a lot of code from that. I thought about quitting that like 4 times because of several reasons. The engine that I used, I didn't use my own technology back then, wasn't really working, and was one of the reasons I created our own engine for this game. And when starting up the tech demo for Penumbra, things went haywire after a month, I think, with no art reproduced and that kind of stuff. And we had to pull it up all that time, and we weren't really deciding the design. And after we had problems with the publisher, we were nearing closing it. So we wanted to make a follower of Overture and had like 2 versions of it, but no, made a new game instead, which is a combination of those 2. So yeah, I think it's been a straight curve upwards, but it's been downwards a lot of times. So we always come through and come out in a better place, but it's always been to the bottom, and then we got through that thing. Like that.
Who did publish the first Penumbra?
Lexicon Entertainment.
Who?
Lexicon.
Lexicon.
It's a British company.